if what you want is to know how to get to the Korean Cultural Center, I got you covered. I'm a good boy. 안녕하세요. 저는 예미 에스프레소 예미입니다. This video will only be possible because somebody got to me and told me I should make a video on how to get to the Korean Cultural Center. Yup, and that's what I'm going to do right now. In the whole of Nigeria, the Korean Cultural Center is located in only one place, which is Abuja. Yes. First thing we're going to clear right now is the Korean Cultural Center is different from the Korean Embassy. And here in Nigeria, the Korean Embassy is located somewhere different from the Korean Cultural Center. So the Korean Cultural Center is in charge of anything Korean culture here in Nigeria. While the Korean Embassy deals with, embassy things, visa, documents, blah, 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 and so on and so forth. The Korean Embassy is located in Maitama, while the Korean Cultural Center is located in the Central Business Area. So to make things easier for you guys, I'm going to first show you guys some landmarks that tell you that you are close to the Korean Cultural Center, and then I'll show you guys a video of me going to the Korean Cultural Center so you guys can actually see it with your two eyes. So the first landmark that you're going to see to know if you're around the Korean Cultural Center is the National Church, which is called the National Economical Center. The second one is the Millennium Tower. If you see that tower, just know you are in Central Business Area and you're close to the Korean Cultural Center. The third one is the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The fourth landmark is the Central Bank of Nigeria, in short, CBN. If you see CBN, you know. Then the last but not the least is the Ministry of Finance. This is the most obvious landmark that is close to the Korean Cultural Center. So even if you can't remember that the Korean Cultural Center is located at the Central Business Area, you can just ask people how you can get to the Ministry of Finance. Most people will know how to get to the Ministry of Finance. All drivers will know how to get to the Ministry of Finance. Now, with all that being said, it will help you a lot for you to know that the Korean Cultural Center is actually in the River's House. The River's House is directly beside the Ministry of Finance. You get my point. So the reason why you might find it hard finding the Korean Cultural Center is because you are looking for a building that is for the Korean Cultural Center. Meanwhile, the Korean Cultural Center is actually in the River's House building. Everything I just said now is going to make sense as you follow me, down to the Korean Cultural Center. Not that you're actually following me, I think I talk too much. You're actually following me to, let's get straight to the video.